Kanye West and his wife, Bianca Censori, sure know how to steal the spotlight, or in this case, the whole show. At the 2025 Grammy Awards, Bianca ditched her fur coat on the red carpet to reveal a completely see-through mini dress, leaving absolutely nothing to the imagination. Meanwhile, Kanye stood beside her, fully clothed in black. The couple had fun striking some poses as the photographers went wild, and well, everyone else reeled in shock. So, what's the issue? Let's talk about what happened and dive into Kanye's dark past. Kanye West and Bianca Censori's surprise arrival marked one of Ye's rare public outings, as he hadn't attended the award show in a decade, since 2015 when he was with his then-wife Kim Kardashian. And well, Kanye's return to the public eye was anything but subtle. Social media exploded with reactions, many expressing discomfort and questioning the appropriateness of such an outfit, even when Grammys is known for some extreme fashion. How is this allowed? I don't get it. What was the point? To objectify her? Exploitation. I have no words for how disgusting and evil this is. Some people speculated about potential violations of public decency laws. I'm sorry, is this not illegal? Like, I'm genuinely confused how she wasn't charged with public indecency. Is it really not a crime according to US law in public places? Give up. They are now captive to money. They lack morality. Some people thought Bianca needed help, alluding to human trafficking. This is abuse. She looks miserable. I can't understand why anyone would do this. She blinked twice. I'm pretty sure she needs help from Kanye, the psycho beast. Do people get to come up and check her teeth before they buy? Kanye is a fraud. No Christian man would exploit his wife like a streetwalker. He's pimping her and trying to make her in Kim K's image. And of course, some people were joking about the situation. Good thing she had a coat. At this point, we should call her Bianca Uncensori. I'm hearing and seeing this Bianca Censori for the first time, but she has no censor at all. Nicola Hickling, a professional lip reader, claimed to have decoded the conversation between Kanye and Bianca while camera flashes were exploding around them. Here's the conversation. "I'll tell him you're on fire tonight, babe. You're making a scene now. Make a scene. I'll say it'll make so much sense." He continued instructing her as Bianca gave him slight nods. "Drop it behind you and then turn. You're making a scene now. I got you." Then after everyone got enough pictures, he said, "All right, let's go." Another expert, Judy James from the UK, analyzed Bianca's body language, commenting on how she first appeared confident and superior in her long fur coat, walking with a runway model's stare when she strutted onto the red carpet with her husband. But things changed in an instant. Judy, the expert, said, as Bianca was shrugging the coat off, she appeared to first show a flicker of fear in her eyes. Then, as she gazed back at Ye, her expression suggested nerves. Bianca seemed to break her own pose by almost laughing, and once she removed her coat, she had a moment of fear in her eyes. When Bianca's legs crossed and when she placed her hands on her hip, the awkward moment was a sign of last-minute anxiety. Judy also commented on Kanye's moody expression unchanging when she was removing her clothes, and that he peered down at Bianca's chest as she posed as though they were some sort of scientific experiment. She added that, when the couple posed together, Bianca's signature trait of standing with her shoulders squared and back arched did make this look as though it was as much her stunt as his. The duo left the red carpet and skipped the event after their photos were taken. There was a lot of speculation about whether the couple had showed up uninvited, was kicked out of the event. From sources like Page 6 reported people claiming they saw the couple get escorted out by cops. Plenty of other sources said they were asked to leave, while there were also claims that the couple went on to attend the Grammy Awards ceremony. In reality, it seems like Ye and Bianca left on their own volition, leaving in the silver chrome car they arrived in. So neither the police nor the event security was involved in the situation. TMZ also reported that the LAPD wasn't contacted with a complaint about Bianca that night. So, why did Bianca pull the stunt? Two things might be possible. People speculated that Bianca's state of undress might have been a deliberate attempt to recreate the cover of Vulture's One, Kanye's 2024 album, which features Bianca herself on its cover. On the album cover, Bianca is on the forefront, standing with her back to the camera, appearing mostly nude above the thighs, with only a rectangular piece of sheer black cloth partially covering her backside, completing the look with black high heels. Ye is standing in the background, wearing all black with his black mask that became a signature. Kanye has been wearing masks on various occasions for years at this point, and his reasons seem to be a mix of artistic expression and a desire for privacy, although that's questionable. Even wearing a plain black mask seems to draw attention to him, and well, using such shock value to drive attention to his ventures does work indeed. Celebrity PR expert Quincy Dash noted that Kanye seems to believe in the adage that all publicity is good publicity. He told the New York Post, "They're in a business called show business. What Kanye understands better than any other celebrity or talent is the game of public relations." He also pointed out that Kanye immediately updated his social media, posting about his clothing line. The more attention-grabbing it is, the more money they make. Dash also explained why Bianca was going along with it, and how the whole situation raised awareness about her. He said, "At the moment, sex sells. Everybody is talking about her. She is actually going to gain as much as he is." So, what was the update on Yeezy, Kanye's clothing line? Well, Ye seems to have wanted to break into women's fashion for some time now. When he posted about the collection in early February, his Instagram post read, "Yeezy's women's coming next, scaling innovation. For anyone in clothing that doesn't work at Yeezy, be afraid. Be very afraid. No corporations leveraging my platform, using me to get to us, overcharging our community while ignoring my vision and direction, stopping the foam runners in Yeezy slides production during COVID only to copy the designs. People tried to tell me to go back to Adidas. Of course they were people close enough to ask for money from me. They didn't care about my freedom or mission. Now my vision is coming to life, and I have a John Wick vendetta against every die. Now play off the grid." In reality, Kanye's partnership was terminated in Adidas in October 2022 after a nearly decade-long partnership. This decision was a direct response to Kanye's anti-Semitic remarks, which led to widespread public backlash and pressure on Adidas to act. At the time, they issued a statement saying, "Ye's recent comments and actions have been unacceptable, hateful, and dangerous, and they violate the company's values of diversity and inclusion, mutual respect, and fairness." And after the event, Kanye was posting Instagram stories about the custom mesh dress that his wife wore. He wrote, "The invisible dress." He also posted a video of Bianca stretching in a black bodysuit on his Instagram. A similar bodysuit was available for purchase on the Yeezy website. After their photo shoot on the Grammys carpet, Ye and Bianca emerged at an after-party in Los Angeles. Paparazzi tracked down the couple displaying PDA at the party. Bianca had swapped out the ultra see-through dress to a black, very sheer bodysuit that also didn't hide much. Ye posted a photo of Bianca outside the after-party with a link to his store. Adding fuel to the fire, reports emerged that Bianca was initially hesitant about the revealing outfit. An insider close to the couple spoke to the New York Post, claiming to have talked to them about the situation. She would have much rather worn a pretty dress. She was really nervous and wanted to back out several times, but he didn't want her to. The insider added that there's no talking Kanye out of something that he has his mind on. They concluded that the stunt was all him and not Bianca's idea. She was naked in public on the Grammy red carpet. This is literally what people have nightmares about, and she did it on purpose, but she wouldn't have done it without Ye. We'll come back to see if Bianca seemed to want to wear the revealing outfit. But why is nudity an issue? Well, Los Angeles, like most cities, has laws against public nudity under California Penal Code 314. Indecent exposure. This law makes it illegal to willfully expose oneself in public with the intent to offend or arouse. While toplessness is legal in some contexts, like on beaches, full nudity in public spaces is a no-go. Also, considering the Grammys are a highly publicized and broadcasted event, including when celebs arrive and pose on the red carpet, we have to consider rules for TV. Broadcast television in the US is regulated by the FCC, Federal Communications Commission, which enforces rules and sets guidelines for what can be shown on public airwaves. While partial nudity is allowed depending on context, full nudity is not allowed. So, how does this work when there are so many cameras filming the situation? Live TV events have delay filters when an event is being broadcasted. You actually watch it a bit later. This is specifically to avoid situations like wardrobe malfunctions, so that networks can censor things. If Bianca had fully exposed herself, CBS, where the Grammys were airing, could have faced fines, and the event organizers might have been penalized. That's why celebrities usually push the limits without outright breaking them. And since Bianca's thin mesh dress is technically a coverage, this falls into a gray area. What about the claims regarding public nudity? You see, the Grammys is a private event, and the award ceremony took place at Los Angeles Crypto.com Arena, with the red carpet just outside the event venue. So public nudity rules don't really apply in this case, but if someone had complained about her outfit, she could have faced repercussions. Considering the event did have minor attendees, this really might have been an issue. Some commenters were upset about the situation. Society sucks. Kids are not supposed to see that. You can see his childhood fade away in real time. Not to be that guy, but if the genders were reversed, no one would be joking about it. And one person said the child shouldn't have been there in the first place. Sorry, but what's a kid doing at an event like this? And how did the organizers react to Kanye and Bianca crashing the red carpet? In a People interview, Raj Kapoor, an executive producer for the Grammys, explained that the dress code for the show, which is artistic black tie, wasn't adhered to. He said, "In the music industry, I guess that's up to interpretation." He clarified that artists that were performing on the show had to abide by standards and practices, but for nominees and other guests, he said, that would be something the Academy would have to answer. For context, the Recording Academy presents the Grammys. They haven't issued a public statement about the situation. Kapoor also commented on why he thought Kanye and Bianca were there. From what I understand, they were there for the red carpet. He then added that Kanye wasn't a presenter or performer at the show and didn't have a nomination either. However, that's not true, as Kanye's song with Ty Dolla $ign featuring Rich the Kid and Playboi Carti, Carnival, was nominated for Best Rap Song. Nevertheless, it seems clear that the couple didn't have seats reserved for them inside, also evident from the seating plan, but that just might mean that they had RSVP'd no to the event. Harvey Mason Jr., Recording Academy CEO, said that Kanye had been invited to the event for the live broadcast, but he only wanted to walk the red carpet. And while Best Rap Song was a loss on Kanye's end, the award going to Kendrick Lamar's diss track Not Like Us, Kanye felt like he won the Grammys. His Instagram story gloated, "We beat the Grammys." He continued posting Instagram stories. One of them showed a Google Trends graph with the search terms Grammy Winners 2025 compared to Bianca Censori Grammys, showing how the interest over time for his wife spiked way above the search volume for the award winners. He also posted another screenshot of the trends, showing the search volume for different trends. Once again, Bianca Censori Grammys topped the charts at more than 5 million searches, closely followed by the winners. Compared to that, Chappell Roan was searched for 10 times less, with over 500,000 Googling her. Benson Boone, Kendrick Lamar, and Doechii were trending, and Beyoncé, who won the coveted Album of the Year award, was at over 1 million searches. Attaching a Reddit post, he wrote, "Me and my wife the most Googled person on the planet." He later added, "For clarity, February 4th, 2025, my wife is the most Googled person on the planet called Earth." He then reposted the video of Bianca stretching, captioning it, "The most Googled person on Earth wearing Yeezy's women's." Ye reiterated Bianca's notoriety, posting Bianca being asked for poses by the paparazzi in his stories. Kanye also gushed about his wife on X, saying he was proud of her. "My wife's first red carpet opened a whole new world. I keep staring at this photo like I was staring in admiration that night, thinking, wow, I am so lucky to have a wife that is so smart, talented, brave, and hot. She took a break from shooting her first film to make a movie in real life. We tailored that invisible dress 6 times, and just like magic, poof, we disappeared. Thank you to all the outlets who recognized us and gave us back the energy we put in. But I have to give a shout out to the American Vogue team for writing an article that places my wife in a strong positive light and also recognizes rightful strength. People asked, how would your mother feel? You don't know my mama, bitch." Some people were quick to point out that Kanye used to be controlling about Kim Kardashian's wardrobe. One user posted Bianca's photo with a censor that said, "She's just straight up naked." The caption wrote, "This should be a prison sentence, by the way, because this is just comically demeaning." Someone quote tweeted this and said, "I watched the episodes of the Kardashians where Kim was saying a big part of being married to Kanye was the fact that he chose her wardrobe for her, to the point that she had to discover her own style after the divorce. I genuinely believe Bianca is being forced into all this." For context, back when Kanye was with Kim Kardashian, he famously had a problem with her outfit choices, making this a topic of discussion throughout their relationship. Early on, Kanye played a significant role in revamping Kim's wardrobe and reportedly even flew her out to Paris for a styling session after he saw a Pap photo he wasn't a fan of. Kanye steered Kim towards a more high-fashion, minimalistic aesthetic. The change was so significant that even Anna Wintour praised it. Kim's transformation was often attributed to Kanye, and she even thanked him for introducing her to the fashion world when she won People's Choice Award as fashion icon. But Kanye's involvement started to border on control. The most well-documented case was right before the 2019 Met Gala, when Kim was about to debut her revealing Thierry Mugler corset dress that she had spent months preparing for. The night before the event, Kanye told her he didn't like it. He revealed later in an interview with People that he went from thinking, "Oh, my girl needs to be just like the other girls showing their body off." He later realized that this was affecting his soul and spirit, causing him to reflect on what they were doing with Kim's outfits. He said, "As someone who is married and the father of now about to be 4 kids, a corset is a form of underwear. It's hot. For who though?" Kanye brought it up to Kim, telling her, "You are my wife and it affects me when pictures are too sexy." And Kim was understandably upset. After Kanye had helped her become more confident with her body, she responded, "You built me up to be this sexy person and confidence in all this. And just because you're on a journey and transformation doesn't mean I'm in the same spot with you." That wasn't an isolated incident either. Kanye seemed to want Kim to fit his artistic vision. And when she started making independent choices, it seemed to bother him. After their divorce, Kim revealed that he said when she dressed following her own preferences, he commented on her looking like a cartoon character, explaining that he pulled up a Marge Simpson image that was wearing a similar outfit to hers. He later texted her, "The orange look made me so mad. Would have went to jail before I went out in that." Kanye also had a huge role in Kim's nude photo shoot for Paper Magazine's Break the Internet issue in 2014. Although she didn't show fear when she did the photo shoot, the producers working on Keeping Up with the Kardashians at the time had thought that the nudity was unnecessary, since Kim was already a household name by then. One of the producers said, "I know she became famous, but there comes a point where A-listers don't pose naked. Getting naked for a magazine that, let's face it, most people had never heard of, was not what a leading lady should do. No one wanted her to do it, but Kanye. She wouldn't have done it if it weren't for him." In fact, a friend of Ye's told the New York Post that he wanted to replicate the virality that Kim had gotten, and that one of the best ways for that would have been Bianca to be naked. They said, "She didn't love the idea at first, but it's all about what he wants." And well, while Kim hasn't commented on Kanye's flip-flopping on her showing more skin, then less, it's clear that it still affected her in the long term. She talked about how Kanye's open disdain toward her outfit choices made her extremely anxious, and it had gotten to a point where she felt like she'd asked for his advice on minute details. Kim wasn't the only one who got this treatment. Amber Rose, who Kanye got together with way back in 2009, has talked about being styled by Kanye's eccentric fashion sense. Even then, she described Kanye favoring nude and bone shades while she liked bright colors. Amber said that when she started dating Kanye, she went through a huge culture shock. She wasn't thinking about fame at all in the beginning. She thought being famous was part of his life, not hers.
All of a sudden, I would start going out by myself and paparazzi would follow me when I was not with him.
She suddenly found herself in cities like Paris and London, wearing fashionable clothes and didn't understand the need for stylists. She ended their relationship in 2010. A decade later, in 2020, Amber appeared on the No Jumper podcast and confided that Kanye West hadn't left her alone, describing some of his comments that she thought was bullying.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You're famous for 10 years. You date a whole bunch of girls. Everyone has nice things to say about you, but one person that obviously has a problem with everybody has something negative to say about you. I mean, I don't know. You can do the math at that point.
And even at that time, it came off as shamey. like, you know, the idea that you know, because of you maybe being a dancer or whatever, or because maybe he thinks that the woman he's with now is of like a higher social status or something. But it was like an implication that you were like dirty in some way, which really stood out as like a weird thing to throw on somebody that you shared so much with.
That's what narcissists do, right? So like you share 2 years with someone, you take them around the world, you buy them all the jewelry, you shout out to the world how much you love them and how much fun you have with this person. And then the person decides that this isn't what they want their life to be. I opted out. I don't want my life to be like that. I'm not that type of person. And I don't know if he says things to make his wife more comfortable, but to shame me and say you needed 30 showers, like, bro.
Right.
Took me around the world. Like, since when did you need 30 showers? Like, I could see if it was like, you know, one night thing and you want to shame me, okay, but
right.
It's like you've done a lot for me. You've done a lot for me.
But that was ultimately your decision, that you just realized you were never going to be happy or content in that environment?
Yeah, it's just not my type of people.
And while Kanye's relationship with Amber was before meeting Kim, what about his relationships after the Kim-Ye separation? Kanye West dated Italian-American actress Julia Fox in early 2022. Their brief relationship was marked by instances of controlling behavior, particularly concerning her appearance and public image. In 2023, Julia published her memoir, Down the Drain, where she recounts how Kanye, who she refers to only as the artist, took charge of her wardrobe, sending a stylist to put together outfits that he approved. She described feeling like a show monkey during this process, even though he had promised not to embarrass her when he initiated their relationship. And when it wasn't enough, he went even further. Julia wrote about how Kanye offered to arrange cosmetic surgery for her, suggesting a boob job so that her body was molded to fit into the clothes with his aesthetic preferences instead of, well, the other way around. She later said she didn't look back fondly on dating him. I regret that relationship so much. I hate it. It was only a few weeks, but enough to last me a lifetime. She described the long-term effects of Kanye's hurtful comments. His words stick to me like a piece of lint on my clothes. I can't shake off the uncomfortable feeling. And while she said she got to understand him on a visceral level, she wrote, "But I learned very quickly that I was being weaponized. I just felt like his little puppet," which was one of the reasons, among other glaring red flags like his unresolved issues that he was dealing with, she had to get out of the relationship. Other viral moments that Kanye was involved in also shows he likes to be the narrator in the situation, rather than sitting in the sidelines. And well, what about Bianca? Before she started dating Kanye around 2022, Bianca Censori mostly had a conventional, polished look, with long, dark brown hair. Her style was closer to business chic, and she looked nothing like a tabloid fixture. And while she was already in Kanye's creative orbit, working as an architectural designer at Yeezy, she wasn't a public figure. When they started dating, however, just like the women before her, Amber Rose, Kim Kardashian, and Julia Fox, her style wasn't just influenced by Ye, but completely overhauled. As soon as she and Kanye became an item, Bianca's entire aesthetic shifted. The couple secretly married in December 2022, just weeks after his divorce from Kim finalized. Her hairstyle went through a dramatic shift, cropped into a pixie cut and dyed platinum blonde. She started wearing monochromatic neutrals, appearing in tight, form-fitting fabrics with minimalist designs. Then came the more experimental looks. Bianca started appearing in exposed lingerie, architectural fashion that looked like concept art as opposed to clothing, and modeled unreleased Yeezy prototypes. Bianca had quite a few questionable public appearances by the latter half of 2023. For instance, the Venice boat ride incident, where Bianca was seen kneeling in front of Kanye in a highly suggestive position, leading to global speculation and a formal ban from Venice's water taxi services. And in 2024, Bianca's fashion choices became even more extreme, sometimes consisting of little more than sheer tights, clear plastic coats, or even duct tape in place of a top, making Kanye's influence very clear. People have shown concern about Bianca's fashion sense changing in such a drastic way before, with Kanye's fans being protective towards her. In February 2024, after Kanye posted about Bianca dancing wearing a risque bodysuit multiple times, some fans started complaining, accusing him of objectifying his wife. One of the comments even read, "Kanye, why is your wife wearing a tablecloth? You've been saying for years that your daughter needs better role models, yet you do stuff like this." He then addressed the situation in an Instagram story.
Yo, I just want to tell everybody I posted my wife 3 times on purpose. You understand what I'm saying? No. So what I'm saying is, I delivered the album. Then people still in my comments talking about, why are you posting your wife? Because she make me happy. That's why y'all happy with the music, because I'm happy. You understand? So don't never say nothing negative. If you don't like my page and don't like what I'm posting, go seriously. Leave me, leave the king, I don't care, bro. I'm gonna post my wife as much as I want. Go post your wife and your fucking.
And with the incident in the Grammys, Bianca's borderline nakedness really clashed with Kanye being fully clothed. So, why isn't he the one undressing for attention? Some people brought up previous incidents where they thought the couple liked public humiliation. Some commenters argued that Bianca wore revealing outfits as a model. Before any of you blame Kanye for how Bianca is dressing at the Grammys, this is how she used to dress before Kanye. The responses were, before we blame him, Kim literally came out saying he played dress up with her when they were together and she had to beg for certain outfits to be removed from her weekly designated outfit plan. And still she was not naked. That's not the point. The point is she's a model, a human canvas, and Ye is an artist. Australian conservative political commentator Rita Panahi weighed in on the situation, showing concern for Bianca.
I have seen so much commentary online. People are saying Kanye is not just objectifying this poor girl, he's mistreating her, that she needs to be committed, she needs to have welfare checks.
Remember when he kind of shamed Kim Kardashian, saying that she, over-sexualized herself?
She looked bloody haunted. She didn't look happy. She didn't have a sexy look on her face. She looked like, I don't know, victim of human trafficking. To me, something is very wrong with this whole dynamic. Kanye seems to have changed fairly dramatically from, not long ago he was singing about protecting his daughter from this sort of world, making sure his sons were above it. And now he's a chief participant.
So, what happened to Kim's wardrobe after the divorce with Kanye? When Kim Kardashian started dating Pete Davidson in 2021, her style noticeably shifted towards a softer, more relaxed and playful wardrobe, leaning into vintage styles and pastel colors. What about the aftermath of the Grammys? Kanye accused former CNN host Don Lemon, who also attended the Grammys, for starting the rumor about them getting kicked out. Don Lemon responded to him on an Instagram reel.
First of all, Kanye, Ye, whatever your name is, I did not start a rumor about you being kicked out of the Grammys. I actually corrected it. I saw someone on your team who asked me to correct it because it had been reported everywhere. So, first of all, get your straight. And you, of all people, calling me a that Make America Great Again hat must be too tight on your head.
People were mostly on Don's side. The lean back laugh is everything. I'm here for it. Get him, Unc. One thing Don Lemon can do is calmly read you, correct you, bring facts, and go live his best life, LOL. Oh, that was awesome. Don said go play with someone else, LOL. Kanye trying to be relevant, but he's canceled like Target, Snoop, Nelly, Rick Ross. He is certifiable, and that whole stunt at the Grammys was such a desperate and vulgar cry for attention. A couple days after the Grammys, Justin LeBoy uploaded a new video on YouTube as part of his podcast, The Download. He sat down with Kanye to discuss different topics that included Kanye's creative process and mental health. Kanye was candid as usual during the interview.
How do you feel about being called crazy? Where do you believe that narrative came from?
From me doing crazy shit.
Kanye talked about having been misdiagnosed in the past as having bipolar disease.
I went to this doctor, one that worked with Justin Bieber, one that worked with, I'm not even gonna name other names. My wife took me to do that, because you say something about your personality doesn't feel like it's bipolar. I've seen bipolar before.
Yeah.
She's educated. And come to find out, it's really a case of autism that I have. And autism takes you to a Rain Man thing where you're like, oh man, I'm gonna wear this Trump hat because I just like Trump in general. And then when people tell you to not do it, you just get on that one point. And that's my problem when fans tell me to do my album a certain way. I'll do it the opposite way just because la, I got my money, right? You're like, you can't tell me.
People in the comments were happy to see Kanye was in a better place. Honestly, the fact he's even just looking healthy again is what mostly matters to me, more than some album. This is the most chilled Ye interview I've seen in a while. This is the calmest I have seen Ye since all the controversy. I'm happy that he stays at peace by putting his all into his work. However, the calm before the storm didn't last. On the 7th of February, Kanye started ranting on X. His post contained racist and anti-Semitic remarks and hateful rhetoric, which later resulted in his X account showing a sensitive content warning. He also addressed the situation with Bianca. I have dominion over my wife. This ain't no woke-ass feminist. She's with a billionaire. Why would she listen to any of you? People say the red carpet was her decision. Yes, I don't make her do nothing she doesn't want to, but she definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without my approval. I have no respect or empathy for anyone living, cause no living can with me. But I do love some people can give them favor. Anyone who called my wife's Grammy look a stunt is and lame. Yes, you. She been dressing naked for 2 years. Now all of a sudden it's a stunt? Every single on the planet wish they had her bravery, body platform, and access to money, and a husband that supported their personal expression. There are a lot of things that have to converge for this moment to happen. Some people were still supportive. I liked the look. Wish my wife was this confident. Bout to be Kim too. Happy wife, happy life. People act like she's just started this when she's been setting trends for years. Maybe instead of hating, they should ask why they feel so triggered by someone else's confidence. But most people, tired of Kanye's barrage of posts on X, started making memes about the situation. Leaked photo of Bianca Censori's wardrobe. She's been dressing naked for 2 years. The man's got a point. Let's get you to bed, Kanye. Kanye, please, it's Friday. Bianca, please take his phone away. David Schwimmer, best known for his role as Ross Geller on Friends, agreed. He publicly called on Elon Musk to stop giving Kanye a platform. He made a post on Instagram saying, "This is so 2022. We can't stop a deranged bigot from spewing hate-filled, ignorant bile, but we can stop giving him a megaphone, Mr. Musk. Kanye West has 32.7 million followers on your platform, X. That's twice as many people than the number of Jews in existence. His sick hate speech results in real-life violence. I don't know what's worse, the fact that he identifies as a Nazi, which implies he wants to exterminate all marginalized communities, including his own, or the fact that there is not sufficient outrage to remove and ban him from all social media at this point. Silence is complicity." Kanye also continued to post throughout Super Bowl weekend, ranting about Taylor Swift being in attendance for the biggest football event of the year, shown in the Jumbotron singing along to Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance, including the Grammy-winning hit song, Not Like Us. He wrote, "If it's about the culture, why are we letting Taylor Swift be seen on TV, singing a song about taking a black man down and accusing of things that can take a black man down for life? Kendrick is being used, and so am I, as I tweet in code words and kiss Elon's ass and beg him to not cancel my account." He then posted, "I'm logging out of Twitter. I appreciate Elon for allowing me to vent. It has been very cathartic to use the world as a sounding board. It was like an ayahuasca trip. Love all of you who gave me your energy and attention. Till we connect again. Good afternoon and good night," before deactivating his X account. Piers Morgan wrote, "So disappointed that Kanye has deleted his X account, said nobody. Former genius rap superstar to demented, vile, racist, anti-Semitic, misogynist, violence-inducing troll. What a sad, pathetic downfall." And well, Kanye removed everything but one item with the symbol printed on it. After that, Kanye's talent agency, 33 and West, dropped him as a client. His agent, Daniel McCartney, posted on his Instagram, "Effective immediately, I am no longer representing Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, due to his recent harmful and hateful remarks that myself nor 33 and West can stand for. Peace and love to all." Shopify took Kanye's store down within 24 hours of the t-shirt drop, explaining in their statement to different news outlets, "All merchants are responsible for following the rules of our platform. This merchant did not engage in authentic commerce practices and violated our terms, so we removed them from Shopify." Meanwhile, Kanye added a notice to the website saying the Yeezy store would be back soon. And on the 13th of February, just one day before Valentine's Day, Daily Mail wrote that Kanye and Bianca were headed towards divorce. The article claimed that the couple had broken up and that Bianca would receive a payment of $5 million. TMZ later reported that a source with direct knowledge had confirmed both Ye and Bianca had reached out to divorce attorneys. However, the couple's representative, Milo Yiannopoulos, refuted the rumors. He spoke to The Hollywood Reporter, stating the couple were in LA about to enjoy Valentine's Day, and that he had lost track of the amount of times this was reported. Bianca pulling up to the Grammy red carpet, not exactly naked on a technicality, and walking away with zero consequences is a classic example of celebrity privilege at work. If any regular person tried that outside the Grammys, they'd probably be escorted out in handcuffs. But because the media eats up Kanye and Bianca's every move, it becomes fashion, not public indecency. And let's be real, pretty privilege absolutely played a role. If Bianca wasn't a conventionally attractive model that fit a certain aesthetic, the internet might have been calling for her banishment from society, not just debating whether this was a PR stunt. Now, flip the script. What if a man did this? Say some random male celeb walked onto the red carpet in nothing but a sheer pair of shorts. Would he get a pose with cameras flashing at all? Would people comment it was bold or artistic, or say it was gross and illegal? At the end of the day, this isn't about fashion. It's about power. Celebrities get to push boundaries without real repercussions because scandals, as Kanye's recent post on X demonstrated, keep them relevant. Meanwhile, the rest of us, we'd be lucky if we didn't end up with a mugshot and a lifetime ban from LA. What do you think about the situation? Do you think Kanye was being controlling? Let me know in the comments.